episode, which is episode 3. I really want to teach something very important to the next level, which is right hand harmony. And part of the reason why you don't understand grace notes when you watch other YouTubers is because there are some topics that have to be known before some other topics can be taught. Yeah, so you see someone doing something, you know what he's doing, but you don't know why. It's because there are some topics that have to be covered that are not the topic in question. So right hand harmony is not grace notes. But then for you to understand some types of grace notes, you have to understand right hand harmony, and that's what I'm explaining right now. So we know the popular song Perfect, which is la do do mi re do mi. Right? So what did I do? I did so la do do. If you notice, I didn't just press do, I pressed so alongside it. Why did I press so and not just do? It's because I wanted to harmonize this to make it sound sweeter. Now, how did I note that it is so I'm supposed to press and not la? Because if you look at your left hand, what chord goes with that do at that time? The family. A chord is a group of notes or a family of notes that works together at a particular time. Do, so, do, and mi also goes. So I looked for the closest to my melody notes, which is do, and looked for a family member to add to it. I could have as well done added mi, but to make it too full, and I don't want it to be that full, so I did. Right? So what did I just do? I'll do that slower now. Again. So because when I did do, the sound still going on is the do sound. So when I went to mi, it meant I could also use the do chord, the family member, which is do and so, to harmonize it. I've not pressed any other chord on the left hand, so it means I could use do and so to harmonize it. That's why I did. When I got to la on the left hand, if you notice, I changed to la here to harmonize the, and the melody line should always be the highest note. That's a rule in doing this thing. It makes it come out the most. So so you stop at la. Why la? Why not so? Because we've moved from so, we've moved from do, we've come to the la chord, right? Now the next thing is re mi mi do do. So you do something like this. Since we are still on the la, you stay on the la and do something like this. Since we've come to fa, we can actually add do to it because there's do here on the left. So you can actually do so it's supposed to be mi do do, but you harmonize the mi with do and la, and you harmonize the do with la because they are all in the timing of the fa chord, and do and la are here, if you understand what I'm saying. You can do it like this, or you do it like this. Right? So we are in time for fa, and la is in fa, so we can use that to harmonize. We are in the time for the fa chord, and the la note is a family there, so we can use that to harmonize do, re, mi, re. So we use that to do. Oh no, I got that wrong. So since you're here, you do. Because we've moved over to so, we harmonize that re with the so. You understand now? So So that's just the law of harmonizing. So raise the notes. We harmonize with saw and T because there is saw here and there is T. So T read as a T chord. Do you understand? That's it. So basically that's it. That's how to harmonize, the understanding behind it. Now the next two level will still the next level will episode will still explain harmony, harmonizing the right hand, but in the fifth episode we will now apply grace notes to that right hand harmony, and you'll understand why I'm making these lessons. But for now, just follow and learn the harmony. See you in the next lesson.